guys, it's Alicia here with My Work Basket. I have not been able to record as frequently lately as I was hoping. I have had sort of a busy whirlwind of life stuff involving sports, which are like absolutely not my world, which kind of makes the whole thing a little bit more complicated, overwhelming, and just like things have gotten a bit crazy here at home, and I haven't had a lot of crafting time. I haven't had a lot of recording time, but I've been awaiting a package. So first of all, I know how many videos I start with like, you guys, I got something, but this is a big package. So I'm trying to do less general box openings and that kind of stuff, but this was so anticipated by me personally that like, I just want to share it with you because that's what I like to do. So if you've been a follower for a while, you know that I was doing what's called the Summer of Stash. So from the entire June, July, and August, I bought no craft supplies. I did somewhat break the rules one time in order to bring home some items to save them from recycling. But other than that, I bought nothing. Unfortunately, the whole process did not work down my personal stash as much as I hoped. But it did show me some holes and gaps in my stash. Some things that I just found myself kind of constantly needing all summer long trying to work on things, especially in the realm of paper crafts. So if you do paper crafts, you may be well aware that paper crafts is easily the most expensive of crafts. And some people might not even realize that. But as someone who does like all of the crafts, it's true. Paper crafts is easily the most expensive of the crafts. And there are ways to kind of cheapen it a bit by doing like true junk journals and things like that. But as I'm branching out more, or not more, but back into more of the paper crafts world and the mixed media world, there was things that I was finding that I just constantly was reaching for and just didn't really have. Or things like, for example, ink pads that all match each other. Like, you'd be surprised. I haven't done a large amount of paper crafts in a long time. And so I was using little ink dots and things, and they were getting me by fine all this time. But I have a class coming up on mixed media that's like a year-long process. I'm on at least one design team and hoping for another. I'm designing some products for my website, and it was just this constant like, I'm going to need these. So all summer long, I kind of had a wish list going of like, this is what I need to get when I can buy stuff again. And then September came around and I was able to buy things again. And I got an email from Spellbinders, and they were having their fall warehouse sale. Guys, I hit the sale hard. So first of all, pretty much everything in this box no longer available. It was clearanced out, and that sucks because I like being able to be like, here's this and you guys can get it too. But I really needed to replenish my own stash, and I needed to do it at a price I could afford. So I did kind of go over my original spending budget, but all in all, I'm very happy with what I got for the price that I paid. So as I work through actually using these items, I'm going to try to find other available items that are comparable. So like if I use one color, I can kind of say, here's another color that's still available. But I was able to get what I needed for my own artwork for a good price. So the package came today. It did take some time to come. And I'm hoping everything in it is fine because it has a huge dent in the box. Huge. I've never seen such a dent. Like my hand fits in the dent. That's how big the dent is in this big box. So I wanted to do somewhat of a box opening. And look, my receipt is multiple pages, you guys. That's how, my receipt is 4 pages long. That's how much stuff I ordered in this box. So let's see what I got. Packing paper. Kind of a free bonus when you do mixed media work. So I'll put that in my weird paper box. Okay, so right off the top, I got tool replacements for their tool-in-one. So these are blending pads. I got rectangle and circular, and this fits to their tool-in-one tool that I already have. And so then that means I don't need as many like blending brushes and things like that. Unfortunately, I did realize I meant to order 2 circular replacement packs, and I only ordered 1 circular replacement pack. So that was kind of an issue on my part. I also ordered bunches of washi tape. Bunches and bunches of washi tape. And the fun thing about this order is that almost everything I got was $1 or $2. There was literally like 5 items or less where I paid more than $2 for an item. And this particular washi tape, this is so cute. So it is heads, bodies, and like legs, and you can mix and match them to make like little doll shapes. So super cute there. More washi tape. I'm trying to do everything in groups just because there is so much stuff here. I got a Brayer tool that also fits the tool-in-one tool. So that's awesome. And this was one of the slightly more expensive items. I can't believe, as long as I've been doing paper crafts, as long as I've been doing mixed media, that I've never had a brayer. It's like one of the most like basic of items. But they had this large Brayer rubber. It's kind of a foam padded rubber, so it's not as firm as some of them, but I paid like $3 for this brayer in their clearance section, and I could not be more excited because I can't believe I've made it this far without a brayer. Another one of, I believe these were one of the more expensive packs, was paint pens in black and white. They are a required item in a class I'm taking, and so I was able to add those in for sale. More tool-in-one. I got, there's so many bags in here. I got these treat bags for a specific design team project I have on my mind. I thought this stamp was so cute. I literally paid like $1 for this wooden stamp. Like, first of all, you don't even really see wooden mounted stamps anymore, but I paid $1 for a full card size stamp. And I just love, it's got these trees and the deer, and I'm just like, picture the texture you can get at that, picture the background. Very versatile. Silver pen. The class I'm taking actually said gold, and I don't like gold, but I was able to get that silver pen on clearance. I got re-inkers and inking fluid for almost all of the ink pads that I got. So besides being able to have matching ink pads, I have all the fun stuff you can do with dye re-inkers. And the ink pads I got, and I'm pulling those out in a second, are their fusion ink pads. I don't actually even know what that means. I just knew I needed colorful ink pads, and so I got the Fusion Blender Liquid. I don't know. We'll see what that does. So I got stacks of ink pads, and the ink pads I got were all on sale for like, I think $2 a piece. And then, like I said, I got re-inkers for most of them. So I got olive green, I got sweet pear, I got cosmic grape, deep lilac, and grape fusion. An interesting amount of purples because I don't really like purple. I also got rock candy, which is like a really dark gray black color, and huckleberry fusion. So those are fun. And an interesting thing, their ink pads are labeled on the side, so that's just a fun. I think those colors all go together pretty well. These three are a bit boring, all done in order. I got bunches of stamps. So, funny story is, I used to own hundreds of stamps. They easily filled a full, like, rolling cart. And then stamping kind of died, and I wasn't really doing it, and I sold them, and I sold them for way too little money. I still kick myself regularly. But I got super cute cling mount stamps. Just so many different ones. I especially noticed when I was doing cards and things over the summer how I really didn't have very many sentiments, and my handwriting stinks. So I kind of focused on sentiments and things to make it a little bit easier than having to constantly type and print stuff out. I got a little mixed media idea book. I got some Jane Davenport stamps. I'm super excited about this one. So this one is a face, and then the face parts. I don't know, I just love that. That's like the weird type of thing I would kill time with and zone out on. Some more I got these they're called Amazing Layers. They are transparencies that you put over pictures and cards. All of these card packs and stuff are like, all the card packs, all these stamp packs are like, they were like $1. So pretty much everything that you're seeing, the cute monkey on a ball, pretty much everything you're seeing, I paid like $1 for. A few of these sets I paid $2. I got these bunny die cuts. So much stuff. Now, the funny thing is, I totally went over budget. I saw the sale, I saw it had ink pads, and I was like, all right, I spent a little bit of money and get these things that have been on our list all this time. And then I went like 2 times the amount I was planning to pay. I was like, okay, I'll do maybe 50 bucks. I'll do about 50 bucks. My grand total for all this stuff was like $113. And the funny thing is, I went way over budget. And sometimes you go over budget and the world is like, sure, go for it, you know. I actually had problems placing this order, and I realized after the fact, I was like, maybe I should have just not. Maybe I should have been like not doing this, because I literally ended up having to call my bank, get the thing pre-approved. For some reason, they like didn't want to pay the website. So it was like a whole process that I put in time and made a phone call, which I hate doing, in order to place this order that went over budget. I got these mini wooden frames. I thought those would be super cute for actual like cross stitch and stuff. Embossing folders, more stamps, die cuts. And so far everything seems to be fine, despite the ridiculous mangledness of the box. So that's good. This is the last pack of... So I paid a grand total of like $113, but I got something crazy like 65 different items. This was the stamp set with things, and they're all taco related. Super cute. Stamp and die sets. Multiple stamp and die sets. And even a paper pack that has a lot of the same colors as the ink pads I bought. So that is really cool. So I did it as fast as I could to kind of whip through all this stuff, but it was kind of like start the spending season again with a big fling. The summer of stash, it was really hugely beneficial to me. Like, for one thing, I learned, I feel like while I did immediately go out and spend like an insane amount of money and buy all this stuff, I do feel like it helped me as a person on a personal level to balance a little bit more about wants versus needs and not constantly buying stuff. And it helped me when I placed this order to kind of renew my stash. Whereas like all this stuff is clearanced out and now it's discontinued. Most of the stamps I have are like 15, 20 years old. I mean, like the stamps that I have are from when stamping first kind of blew up, and the same with like scrapbooking supplies. And so I really felt like I needed that stash to like renew everything and get into some of the more popular current techniques. So it was a big purchase and it was a little bit crazy, but it was far more well thought out than it looks. And I feel like the summer of stash helped me to be able to do that. It helped me to be like a little more, what's the word, intentional, and it helped me be a little bit more intentional in my purchases. So whereas like everybody else who's into paper crafts has stamp and die cut sets, I have like one, you know, like it's just not, my stuff kind of needed that renewal into the more popular, more recent items than the old stuff that I had. And so this was like a restock for me, and it was a big deal, and I'm super excited. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with you, and I wanted to mention the fact that like I haven't been recording a lot. Things just kind of got crazy here sports wise, like really quick. And maybe I'll do another video to talk a little bit, maybe I'll do more about that while I'm like crafting or something. But I wanted to share this big purchase with you because I haven't purchased anything all summer. This was my first like big craft purchase. I've literally, since the summer of stash ended, I ordered this and I got like some replacement thread and yarn for a specific hat. Like that's it. So I've really, in the entire month of September have ordered like 2 craft things, like 1 big bundle and 1 small bundle. And like, that's a big deal for me. I usually spend a lot of money on crafts. It's ridiculous how much craft stuff I tend to buy. So to go almost a whole month with like 2 bundles is kind of a big deal. So I am super excited. I've got a few somewhat lazy days coming up, so hopefully I'll get to kind of play with these things. I've got some deadlines coming up, and so I'm ready to just delve into all this stuff and have fun with it. I hope you liked watching this video. I know I'm not really planning to do very many box openings and haul videos anymore, partly because honestly I don't intend to have very many large hauls anymore. So this was kind of like a go out with a bang. This is probably the last big bundle box I'm going to get for a long time. I'm trying to change how I purchase supplies and how I, kind of do that. So I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you are able to get the craft haul that you are hoping for. And I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.